salt mines. Chalo. Gula. 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 আমরা কত নিচে নেমে যাবো জানিস বলু? ঠিক আইফেল টাওয়ারের মতো হাইট আমরা নিচে নেমে যাবো। হ্যাঁ, হাঁটতে হাঁটতে। তারপরে এইবারে আমরা দেখবো নুনের খনি গুলো। কি দেখবো বলতো? এখন আমরা কি দেখবো? এখন আমরা কি দেখতে এসছি এখানে? তুই তাই জানিস না? এখানে কেন এসেছি তাও জানিস না?
আমরা জানি এটা সল্ট মাইন দেখতে এসেছি।
স্যার বল, সেটা সল্ট মাইন দেখতে এসছি। সল্ট মাইন্সের বাংলা কি? নুনের খনি। নুনের খনি।
নুনের খনি।
হ্যাঁ, আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতে জানি নাকি?
মামা
গুলো তো সল্ট ইচ্ছা হলে তুই দেয়ালগুলোকে চেটে দিবি।
salt stone. You know what salt stone is?
Yes, জঙ্গলে থাকে, তাই না? আর অ্যানিমালসরা চেটে চেটে খায়, ঠিক কিনা?
Salt stone.
ও, তুই যেগুলো বলছিস সেগুলো সল্ট ল্যাম্পে ইউজ করে? না, সেটা তো নয়। ওই যে আলাদা আলাদা সব ইয়ে। চল চল চল। সল্ট মাইনে এসে এগুলোর ইচ্ছে হয়েছে আইসক্রিম খাবো, সফটি সফটি। কোথায় বলবে না আমি সল্ট খাবো? গুলো খাবি? সল্ট খাবি? গুলো সল্ট খায় অ্যাকচুয়ালি, পাউচ থেকে বার করে জাস্ট ঢেলে নেয়। এটা এক পাথর দিয়ে খেলা করতে, পাথর দিয়ে খেলা করতে দুটো বাচ্চাগুলো। তো মনে হচ্ছে না একটু পাথর দিয়ে খেলি আমরা দুজন মিলে? ওই দুটো বাচ্চা তুই আর আমি আমার সাথে তুই খেলবি
না?
তাহলে তুই কারোর বন্ধু হবি কি করে? আমারই বন্ধু হতে পারছিস না। চল, ঠিক আছে।
And don't be afraid, I don't bite. Don't touch it, because one more time I have this organ. Your action is correct. And now you can look down, and there you can see where is our destination. We are walking there where is dark. Oh my. Yeah, I think so. Oh my. Shiver me. It's scared.
What did you do that? He said he
তিনশো কতটা সিঁড়ি। পার্সপেক্টিভ তোমাকে দিই, আমাদের বিল্ডিংটা হচ্ছে বোধহয় 17 মিটার। না, 17 মিটার তো হওয়ার কথা না, সরি 40 মিটার। খুব বেশি নামতে হবে না, আমাদের দুটো বিল্ডিংয়ের মতো নামতে হবে। নেমে চলেছি 19। এই শাড়িগুলো গুনতে হবে আচ্ছা 20 21 then after 22 so this is like halfway 27 হচ্ছে halfway কিরকম স্মুথ হয়ে গেছে আমাদের সিঁড়িগুলো পা রাখার জায়গাগুলো
Here we found, yes, yes.
Mine.
So you understand. Yes, of course. Thank you very much for your information. She forgot
এগুলো দেখেছি এগুলো সব নুনের তৈরি ওয়ালপেপার বানিয়ে রাখবে
What is that? I understand what it is. Salt.
I'll turn it around then. There's no dangerous question. There's only statistic question. So, where do you come from?
Scotland.
Scotland. Excellent. And probably not all guests are from Scotland. We have also guests from England. And all coffees. I'm not so sure. I just have to run off my phone. Did we hit our 10,000 already?
Hodor
It wasn't a question.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I'm working this one, so that's why I know this one. Pretty better than our guest, but still I can find the places where I'm staying surprised. One more time.
Hold the dog.
Yes, of course, please don't touch the sculptures because the sculptures are also made in the soul, so and our fingers are a little bit wet, so that's why we can destroy sometimes our heritage. That's why, of course, the walls belong to us, but the sculptures, please not. please come inside. And one more time, I would like to show you how pure and transparent is the salt. Here you can see. So, of course, the salt is really, really transparent. Yes?
You can lick the floor.
Yes, but I don't recommend, because I cannot give you the guarantee that this floor is clean. So that's why please don't do this. But here you can see really the salt is the pure. And but from time to time we can find also the anti-dried. And ladies and gentlemen, also what is important, nowadays the salt is cheap, but in the past, for example in 13th century, the salt was expensive. 1 kilo of the salt was worth like 7 liters beer, so today almost 200 zloty. In nowadays, 1 kilo of the salt costs only maximum 2 zloty, that's all. And this situation was possible because we get salt in 2 different ways. We can dig the salt, or we can evaporate salt from the seawater. In this part of Europe, in Middle Europe, we couldn't produce the salt from the seawater because Baltic Sea is still too sweet, only 2% salty. And also, in the past, nobody could travel so easy and so often like we do this. Simply, it was too far away. And that's why we had to dig the salt here underground. That's why this mine and the salt trade gave almost 30% king's profits. So all Polish kings want to invite very interesting guests here underground because they want to show it what kind of treasure we had. And on this guest list we can find this interesting example like Nicolaus Copernicus. Copernicus was very famous Polish astronomer, scientist and economist, and also he discovered movement the earth around the sun. And also he visited us in 1493 as a student in Prague.
Proposed to Hungarian Princess Kinga. Her father, King Bela, insisted on a traditional dowry. But Kinga came up with another idea. She knew that no rock salt was mined in Poland and decided to ask her father for a group of salt miners. She wished to find salt in Poland with their help. Without a second thought, the king presented to Kinga an entire salt mine in Hungary. The princess visited the mine on her way to Krakow. She came near the mine shaft and, surprisingly, threw her engagement ring into it. When she arrived to her new country, she requested the miners to look for salt. The result came soon. The miners discovered salt deposits near Krakow that gave Poland centuries-long prosperity. They say that Kinga's engagement ring was found in the first salt lump extracted.
Of course, yes. Everything was. And here, and this one goes on to this. Yes, I hope so you can find also enough space. And ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, you can see what kind of salt we buy today. The table salt for the secondary treatment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, a few seconds before you put and also in the past, this work was dangerous because the miners should see something. That's why they used on the open fires, like candles. And you can see the miners had a great job. But trust me, this work was dangerous. Almost 10% of the miners could lose their life. 10% is a big number. And the biggest catastrophe was...
Wow.
You can touch it. It's cold.
তার দিয়ে লাইট লাগিয়েছে উপরে তারটা দেখো উপরে তারটা
For example, here on the ground would work only the grown-up men. The women and the children could work only on the surface, in the works, because there this work was not so dangerous, not so hard.
পুলিশই বেশি আসে ওয়াও
And to the second end of the rope, we could transport the timber down and back. So today, interesting career is waiting for us because we have started this visit as normal miners because we had to walk down. But finally, at the end, the lift will be waiting for us. And I hope it is a good idea. And also, at once, we could raise 2 tons of the salt. So here we can see interesting evolution. And also, this way you can understand why the horses were so important and played so huge roles. And this thing should wait for us for a second because I need to another example because I love context. When we understand context, we can understand why it has been great for so great. So sorry, let's continue and I will tell you more. Please come closer, please come closer, don't be afraid. Far from the Himalayas, so the salt has nothing to do with the Himalayas. Only 1,000 kilometers far from the Himalayas. And the same salt deposit like in Punjab, we have in Poland. So the same salt we excavate in Poland, but 1 kilo of the pink salt from Poland, in Poland, cost 4 zloty, and you can speak the salt here as well. And after this excavation, when the salt was ready to transport, in very often small local chambers, the miners used this manual process. And this manual process is basic from the horse. But here, as an engine, the miners use only the muscles. So first movement had to push this arms in 2 directions, and the rope worked like counterbalance. And also, what is important to hold. Same thing. So the salt field was so important like the salt excavation. And also after 25 years under and now, ladies and gentlemen, our biggest hazard, of course, the water. The water is dangerous in every mine, but especially in the salt mine, because the water circulates in the rocks all the time. That's why can dissolve salt quite easily and fast. And from time to time, we can discover huge holes Father, and Kyoto's work was not so dangerous, not so hard, but also not very healthy, because the miners work a long time in the water. So you can imagine after 25 years underground work, the miners were ill. Do you know why the bulls are waiting for us on
সেটা দেখলাম।
Did you show this explanation? Or not so many guests know where this birthday was created. Come closer, please, because here I have also this enough space, and so you should see it everything. And so this fairy tale was created in Goslar, in the Saxony Duchy, the latest part in Germany. And there was a silver mine active since Middle Ages, and there were small miners. And another citizens called these miners the dwarves. And also Green Brothers visited Goslar. That's why they could listen to this fairy tale. That's why also they wrote also this very interesting legend. And also don't forget, please, in 17th century came to us many miners from the Saxony. So that's why they could tell us this local legends also in this mine. That's why the dwarves are so popular also in this region of Europe. And of course, in nowadays we know this nice and cute version, Disney version. And but please check this homework for today after this visit. Please check what kind of difference we can find between this version from 17th century and from 20th century, because it's completely there are two different legends, and the version from 17th century is brutal and full of violence, not for the children. Trust me, please. So please check.
This is the chapel, Holy Cross Chapel.
And now we are in the first underground chapel, but before I will tell you about the chapels, I would like to explain you one more thing, because our soul deposit is
যাচ্ছে তাই।
And then, ladies and gentlemen, you can see why I needed this quite long and chronological introduction about the geology and the geological structures, because now you can see the results of the work in one huge block. So here the miners could give you 50,000 salt, and they use only limited handles like the and this hand excavation method you can see on the right hand side. And also the excavation only in this block of the rock took 100 years. So meaning 4 generations of miners could dig the salt correctly. because here we can see beautiful mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, the students are very. Last summer, while on a beach, but Leonardo couldn't visit us, I'm afraid. He was too busy. He has too many projects and deadlines, of course. But one more time, here you can see how its capitals are amazing. This relief was created in 1928, and it's all from this part to this one. And now it is the one for the water or collapse. So we can choose.
Very long time. Beautiful, fantastic information, but 100 years later, another group of the miners found the same block of the rocks from the little side, this direction where we are coming. And they started digging the soil from down to up. And after 43 years, so 43 years later, they found it's a huge hole over there. So they connected the two chambers. That's why the situation was a little bit dangerous, because this chamber was too high. That's why the miners had to stabilize and build it with the construction. And this is the construction is
Wow.
নিচু হয়ে ঢোকে, নিচু হয়ে বেরোয়, গিয়ে ধপ করে শুয়ে পড়ে। অ্যাডজাস্ট করে না, আমাদের মতো এত খ্যান খ্যান করে না। হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, হোস্টেলে থেকে থেকে অভ্যাস। এখন আইবিসি থাকছি অনেক বেশি। বুড়ো বয়সের লোকজন একটু বড় বড় হোটেলে থাকে, আমাদের বয়সের লোকজন ঠিক আছে, তাদের জন্য বিদেশেও।
মনে আছে আমরা যখন লিসবনে ডে ট্রিপটা করেছিলাম, ওই বুড়ো বুড়ি আমেরিকান
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
রাজপ্রাসাদ থেকে।
দাঁড়িয়ে একটু ভিডিও তুলো, কিন্তু পেছনে লোকজন আবার পর করে ফেলবে, যদি আগে আগে যাচ্ছি। নামবো কি বাবা, তো অস্ট্রেলিয়ান টাইপের দেখতে একটা। meters. লিফট খারাপ হয়ে গেছে আসলে।
74. So only 2 years later, after this first partition of Berlin, and what can surprise is first the result was something like special gift for Austrian Empire, because Austrian Empire visited us regularly, and we don't see how Austrian monarchy was powerful, huge, interesting, and multicultural. And of course, our miners couldn't know already that Poland will be one more time independent after minimum 150 years. That's why they want to show everything that was interesting in our
700, almost 800 steps down. আগে দাদুর কথা হবো,
আরো লাগে
আর সই 36 meters high.
And this is what you can see over there on the top, because this tunnel with this light right, you know very good, because today we have been there. This tunnel is from the balcony, from the St. Kinga's Chapel. And of course we could walk down and see all this chapel and the rest of the tourist route, but the alternative option is also interesting because we can walk straight and fall down to this chamber. But the second option is to quite fast and without happy end. That's why I recommend it. But here you can see we are walking like spiral deeper and deeper, and since almost 2 hours I'm looking for the exit, so maybe I should ask someone and then we can find this correct way to the lift. Let's up in this
এগুলো ভালো লাগবে, এগুলো তো সল্টি তো। আমি চেয়েছি একবার, লাস্ট চান্স ছিল চেটে নেওয়া, চেটে না একবার চেটে দেখে নাও একবার। মানে সিরিয়াসলি আর কোনো দিন আসবে কি আসবে চেটে এখন একবার চান্স আছে, ঠিক আছে একবার চেটে দেখে নাও, জাস্ট কালোটা চাটবে, কালো পাটটা চাটো। এইটাই বেটার হবে, এটাই বেটার হবে। তুই চারটে একটু দেখাও, একটা ছবি এই ছোট নোংরা, ওটা নোংরা।
এখানে থাকতে হবে না। We are not staying here. We are not going to stay here.
এটা কি করছিল গুলো?
ওইখানে যে স্টার্ট ফাটের গল্প আছে, ওইগুলো পালাতে হবে না, আউট অফ সার্ভিস। মানে ওপরে ইটস লাইক দিস অ্যান্ড দেন বিলো দ্য গ্রাউন্ড ইটস লাইক দিস।
ওপরে নর্মাল লাইফ,
ওপরে নর্মাল লাইফ চেপেই গেল। এই আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড দেখিস এখানে দেখগুলো, বললো এক্সিট এবারে, বলে আরও নামাচ্ছে, যদি আরও 10-20 মিটার্স। এখানে একটা চ্যাপেল, এখানে একটা চেম্বার আছে, আরও কত আছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি বলো না, আমরা 3% দেখছি, 10% দেখছি। 300 কিলোমিটার বললো না, আচ্ছা 300 কিলোমিটার 3 কিলোমিটার, হ্যাঁ 10% দেখছি। ইন্ডিয়ানা জোন্সের ওই ছোটো ছোটো ট্রলি গাড়িগুলো, ইসাবেলা চেম্বার, এই যাবো এগুলোর করেই আমাদের ইন্ডিয়ানা জোন্স। হাঁটছি তো হাঁটছি, এখন রেল লাইন ছিল বুঝিয়ে দিয়েছে। Oh my God! বলছে দুটো তলা আছে। There are people above us.
We just want to reach the surface. Shall I go down?
No.
Whoa!
This is better than them steps.
No, but it's so scary.
Push out a pound.
It's so fast.
How many times I've been up and down in one of these?
Yeah.
I looked on the Channel Tunnel.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years, but obviously you go behind us until you Tommy finished about 40 miles out to sea. So the French was digging from one end
windy now, windy.
and the English was digging from the other. 26 miles. We were the first tunnel to break through the marine service
Try and blow
tunnel.
through your nose.
And then there was 2 running tunnels either side, and that's where
Matching up.
you've got the Channel Tunnel now, you know, so that's what it is. You've got the Euro Tunnel trains, the Eurostar trains, they go through there. Well, I was on the service tunnel, which was the middle tunnel, so it was like cross-passing for the main running tunnels. So, yeah. 1992.
It opens from the inside.
Yeah, ladies first.
বেঁচে বেরিয়ে পড়েছি।